Trading Forex should be a simple, repeatable process. And that's exactly what we do at the Price Action Traders Institute. Let's get straight over to the charts. And please remember to hit subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll get the heads up as and when I post these videos. So here we go. This Euro Red News event about to kick in at 7 o'clock London time. So what I'll do, I'll just quickly flick over to the charts now. And we've got 15 seconds left before... 9 seconds, 7 seconds before that news event's released. So we're looking at the Euro pairs at the moment to see if there's any trades to be had on this news release. So news candle's just opened, and initially I'm not doing anything at all. I'm just going to sit back and watch what happens with this price action and with the spreads right now. Okay, so looking for an entry now. In on the Euro US dollar there. And the EJ. So I've taken those two trades. Just put my stop loss in place straight away. 10 pips on the Euro Japanese Yen. And just 8 pips on the Euro US dollar. If I can get that lined up. 8 pips exactly. Okay, so now we'll just sit and watch what these two do. I'm also holding the pound Japanese yen. Took this a little while ago when I was setting the charts up, getting ready for the live London trade planning webinar that I do with the Price Action Traders Institute members. And if you're interested in that and you're not already a member, I'll put some links down in the description box just below this video where you can click on them and find out more about what we do. So 3 trades I'm holding at the moment. Pound Japanese yen, got in that at 50. And Euro Japanese yen, you can see price is pulling back a little bit on that at the moment. And the Euro US dollar, that's holding its own right now. But initially seeing a little bit of strength in whatever the outcome was of that news. And that's another thing as well, the way that we trade red news. We don't need to know what the result was. We're just working purely with price action, looking at what the spread's doing to see what the volatility's like. And then we can get in with the trade. So I don't even look at what the results were. That has no effect on my decision making when it comes to red news trading. I'm purely looking at what price is doing, and like I say, saw that initial strength, and that's what caused me to get on these. So what I'll pause the video for now, come back in a little while, see how these 2 trades are doing. We'll see how these 3 trades are doing, and yeah, I'll give you an update in a little while. Just pause the video for a while now. Okay, back with a quick update. That news event was a bit of a non-mover. It pulled up initially, pulled back a little bit. I was in 2 trades as you saw, and punched out of those because the price didn't reach an area where I needed it to be able to stick with it. I punched out of the Euro Japanese yen for -2 pips, and the Euro Japanese yen break even, got out break even. So that's it, those 2 trades, I'm out of those. That pound Japanese yen starting to move into profit now, looking for it to break this low here down towards this 20 where I've got my take profit. Okay, I'm going to pause the video for now. I'm just about to start the live trade planning webinar with the Price Action Traders Institute members. I'll be back when I'm finished, and I'll give you an update regarding this trade and to let you know if I've taken any other trades. Okay, back soon. Okay, back now that I've finished the live trade planning webinar with the Price Action Traders Institute members. And Euro US dollar, just seen an entry point on this candle that's open right now, so I've taken this long, looking for it to push through that 20 level, that previous day's high, and up towards that 50 where my take profit is at the moment. Pound Japanese yen trade that I took before I did the trade plan, you can see that stopped out, gave me a full stop on that, losing me 12 pips, and nothing to do on that right now where that price action is, just waiting to see what that does. Australian dollar, US dollar, saw an entry point a little while ago just after I finished the trade plan, managed to jump on board this as it came through one of our entry points, taking this short, seen a bit of a deep pullback there, but looking for this price to come back down through that 0.0 and down to 80 where I've got my take profit. Same with the Australian dollar, Japanese yen, took this as it came through an entry point as I finished the trade plan. Price pulled back a little deep, now it's pushing back down again. It's pretty much on the point where I got in, and looking for it to come back down through there, through this 80 and down towards the 50 where my take profit is. So that's where I am right now, currently down 14 pips and holding 3 trades. I'll pause the video for now and I'll be back in a little while. So back again with an update. Euro US dollar. The last candle closed on the exact entry point where I got in, so I've punched out of this at break even. Price pushed back out, showing a little bit of profit, but now it's sucking back down again. There's nothing I can do right now with this. I've got a re-entry point a bit further up if I want to take it, but like I say, there's nothing for me to do on this right now. Out at break even, and just looking for price to push up towards where the re-entry point is if I want to take it. Australian dollar, US dollar, seen this price go into the red, and now it's pushed back down, just showing a little bit of profit there. Came back through that 0-0, looking for it to push down towards the 80 where I've got my take profit. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, this did exactly the same thing, went into the red, now it's pushed back down, slight bit of profit showing, and I'm looking for this price to push down through this previous low, down through the 80 towards that 50 where I've got my take profit on that. So I'm holding just those two trades at the moment, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, Australian dollar, US dollar, and I'm currently down 14 pips. So I'll pause the video for now, and I'll be back in a little while to let you know if there's any changes or if I take any more trades. Back soon. And 3 more trades I've taken. US dollar, Canadian dollar, price has pushed through an entry point. Taken this at 63, looking for further upside movement. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, again another entry point there at 92, looking for price to push down through this 80 down towards 50. And New Zealand dollar, US dollar, just seeing price pushing up against one of our entry points there. Taking this short at 96, and I'm looking for price to come down through the 80 down towards the 50. Okay, again I'll pause and I'll be back to give you an update. What time is it? So I was just checking, so we've got Red News event coming up at 9:30 London time. It's now 8:42 in London. And so I'll pause again for now, and I'll be back in a little while to give you an update, let you know how these trades are running. So those Canadian dollar trades that I took, neither of them managed to break out of an area that I needed them to, and I had to punch out of them, losing 2 pips on both. So US dollar, Canadian dollar, minus 2 pips, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, minus 2 pips. Trades I'm still holding, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, starting to see this move down into a little bit of profit. Nothing spectacular at the moment, but profit it is. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, again this is moving down and looking for it to break this previous low and start moving down, showing up some reasonable profit. Australian dollar, US dollar, this is just sitting slightly in profit, nothing, again nothing spectacular. We're just seeing sideways price action. It's been pretty much the same throughout the week for London and New York traders. It's just not been that great, apart from the occasional move like on a news event or something like that. Most of the price action has just been drifting sideways with very small moves, very tight ranges. Okay, that's where I am at the moment, just holding those 3 trades, currently down 18 pips right now. So I'll pause the video for now, and I'll be back if there's anything else to let you know about, really. Not a great deal at the moment, but I'll be back soon to give you an update. So back with an update, the Euro Japanese yen, seeing this breaking now, and just got in this at 50. So taking this short, looking for price to move down towards this 20 area. Other trades that I'm holding, Australian dollar, US dollar, seeing this pulling back a little bit, not doing a great deal. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, we've seen some strength in the Japanese yen coming in across the board, which is pushing this down quite nicely. US dollar, Japanese yen, saw an entry on this on the last candle and took it short at 62. And New Zealand dollar, US dollar, still showing a little bit of profit, nothing spectacular. Looking for it to break this previous low here, come down through this 80 and down towards the 50. But that's where we are at the moment. Currently holding 5 trades, and I'll pause the video again for now. We've got the Red News event coming up in, what is it, about 10 minutes, something like that, just over 10 minutes. So, we'll be looking out for that. I'll make sure that I'm recording when that news kicks in, just to see it's on the pound, just to see if there's any trades to take on that. But for now, I'll pause the video and I'll be back in a little while. Okay, the time is now 9:51 in London, and I'm just going to run through these pairs and show you where I am right now. It's been a real slog again today, a real grind. The price action this week has been horrendous, not a great deal happening at all. And it just becomes so wearing, even though you're doing nothing at all, you're getting on with other things. Just keep looking back at these charts. It's pretty difficult to trade when it's like this. Not a great deal happening. So, Euro, Japanese yen. See it showing a little bit of profit, bit of a pullback at the moment. But still not doing a great deal. It's pushed down out of the area where I got in, and just looking for it to push down a bit further. I've got to a point now where if I see a slight burst in price action in my favour with these pairs that I'm holding, I'll probably just punch out, because I'm about break even at the moment. Looking at what I'm down, yeah, I'm probably about break even at the moment. So like I say, a little burst, I'd quite happily get out of this and call it a day. So euro, Japanese yen, slight bit of profit showing there. Australian dollar, US dollar, starting to see this pick up a little bit again now. Looking for it to push down, just give us a nice push outside of this area where it is right now, and that'll be me done. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, testing that 80 again like it has done. 1, 2, 3 candles we've seen it testing this 80 level. Looking for it to break that, and what we've got, 6 minutes left on this candle, over 6 minutes left. Good chance it might do it this time, push through that level, and if it does, there's more of a chance of it pushing, more of a chance of this Australian dollar, US dollar being pulled down at the same time. US dollar, Japanese yen, slight bit of profit there, not a great deal. And New Zealand dollar, US dollar, price is just hovering around where I actually got into that. So that's where I am right now, and like I say, chances are I might just punch out of these trades that I'm holding. Probably showing a little bit of profit now, but it will only be a very, very small amount of profit. Okay, I'll pause for now, and I'll come back a bit later to let you know what decision I've made. And that's it. I've just punched out of those remaining trades that I was holding. And so here's a summary of today's trading. Winning trades here, and the losing trades on this side. I won't go through them all. You can see what they are. I've ended up with 14 pips. It's not a lot, but what else can you do? You just got to show up and do whatever you can do with what's available in the markets. We've seen quite a lot of sideways price action this week, and there haven't been many great moves or a lot of follow through, but that just happens, and I've seen people on Twitter talking about it, and they always do. It's like the good times are forgotten about once we get into these ruts where the markets are not doing a great deal. But really there's nothing to worry about, because it happens time and time and time again, and in between those times we get the good times where we make the big bucks, where we get the big moves. So there's nothing to worry about. This is perfectly natural to see these sideways markets with not much coming out. But the thing is, you've got to show up every day. You don't know. Today, tomorrow, next week could be the big day when the big days start again. So you just have to show up and do whatever you can. And don't let these days when the markets aren't moving very much, don't let them affect the way you trade. Stick with your criteria and don't change a thing. Okay, I'll shut this down now. Thanks very much for watching. Please remember to hit subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll get the notifications as and when I post new videos. Thanks very much.